Okay. Hello. J Chase, like, subscribe, share, dive, duck, dip, dive, dodge. So I'm sitting in my house making some Anytizers chicken because I love Anytizers chicken. And I'm supposed to go to campus today. Campus is closed. A lot of stuff is going on right now. The one thing I'm talking about is the coronavirus and the hype. So when I first got started looking into, I started looking into the virus. Numbers were coming out, and the infection rate, I guess, was the biggest thing that was the issues. The infection rate. Lots and lots of people were getting infected, and the other issue was they think that people were walking around with the virus, infected with the virus. But they may not have been. They may not have been tested, and they didn't know. They didn't have any symptoms, so they were actually walking around infecting other people. So far, right now, as far as yesterday goes, I think we're around 180,000 people worldwide are infected, and we're a little more than 3,000 deaths. So there's a couple of things that are going on that they're like side effects of this. And a couple of the side effects, I don't really understand. We're going to get into that in a minute. Social media, once again, has played a very important part in confusing the public. And there's not a lot of people that actually know what the coronavirus is. From what I've read, there are numerous coronaviruses. SARS, MRSA is another one. But this virus is the first virus that they have known to pass from animal to person. And I thought I had read something about they think that it basically started from an interaction between a snake and a bat. So I'm not really sure if that's true. Then I heard that the way that the Asians eat in China, being from the United States, we have some weird ways that we make sure that we're eating clean food. But we put chemicals in it that the government says is okay that are known to be carcinogenic and cancer. Well, so whatever. So they say that the virus could have been started because of the way that the Chinese eat food there. So I'm not exactly sure if that's true. And then there's the conspiracy people saying the Democrats released it because they couldn't beat Trump in any way, shape, or form, so they released the virus. Some are saying that it's military. The military released it. I'm not saying it's any of those things. Those are the things that I read that could be the cause. So if you have heard of any causes, let me know about that. So I also want to talk about the weird side effects that's happening. So presidents and people that run other countries all over the world are releasing all this money. You know, billions, tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars we're talking about. And when you talk about the actions of our government releasing all of that money, it doesn't reflect the numbers. The hype and the hysteria and that the total chaos that this is causing don't reflect the numbers. So I think I even heard somebody saying that this is going to affect the entire country, and a million people are going to die in the United States. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. I know that all the non-essential businesses are closed or are closing. Any restaurants, bars, taverns, clubs, bowling alleys, skating rinks, arcades, gyms. Dick's Sporting Goods is closing down all their stores. I understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep it from spreading to other people, but let's talk about the people that have been infected already, shall we? For instance, Tom Hanks and his lovely wife, Rita, if that's her name. I don't know what her name is. So they were infected. They were put in quarantine, and lo and behold, a few days later, here they are making a video on social media saying that everything is fine, and they're going to home quarantine, I guess. So then you have the other people that were on Princess Cruise Lines and Carnival Cruise Lines that were infected, or at least on board with infected people. They said it was nothing. One guy said that he had a fever for about 12 hours of about 103 degrees, a slight headache, and a dry cough. Again, going back to the hype, everything is closed. Social distancing is bullshit, if you ask me. I almost want to say that I think that we all need to be infected by it to build up our immunities and our immune systems, because we're so used to taking antibiotics at the drop of a hat for anything at all. The hypochondriacs that we are. Today I just went to go to campus. We were told that, everything is going online for classes. I go online, or I go to campus and the entire campus is closed. You can't even get in the buildings. I heard that if you want to go to urgent care, and if you're telling them or thinking that you might have the coronavirus, they just tell you stay home for 2 weeks. Going back to the hype, all the toilet paper is missing. Now, at first I was hearing the Chinese deliver our toilet paper. That's not the case. I don't actually understand why there's a toilet paper shortage. This is a viral infection. It affects the lungs, and it doesn't give you the shits. So the lack of common sense by most people made them go out and buy more toilet paper than they're going to use up for the rest of this year. And then when there was people that actually needed the toilet paper, they couldn't go and buy it because the toilet paper was gone, because people don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're hoarding toilet paper. I know some people that are loading up on vitamin C. I just got my orange juice. I'm not sure if that's going to help. I do wear gloves at work. I try not to touch my face. Wearing a mask isn't going to help. It's caused the utter chaos. And the numbers of infected plus the deaths don't make any sense at all. So I want to know, what do you think? Is this something for all the world governments to get together and get a whole bunch of money? Is this a ploy in any way to cover up something? I mean, I know that we have an election coming up, but by the rate that this is going, I'm hearing China is opening back up their factories and things are getting back to normal in China. So seeing that we've only been at this for about a month or so, a couple of months, it's not really going to affect the election. So I don't get it. Somebody tell me what it is. I don't understand. I'm very confused at the whole thing. The media should be ashamed of themselves for creating the hype and the mass hysteria that has caused all the alcohol and wipes to be gone, all the toilet paper to be gone. For some reason, I think a lot of the flour is gone. And I understand you can bake and cook a lot of stuff with flour, but come on, you guys, seriously? So let me know, blah, blah, blah. My name is Jay Chase. I appreciate you guys watching my rant. I'm just confused about the whole coronavirus thing. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching my video.